Hey there, I'm Sanjay Vakil, co-founder and CEO of DirectBooker. Today, I'm going to demonstrate how DirectBooker brings direct hotel booking information into conversational AI search. And as we go through this, I'll explain a little bit of the technology running in the background. Let's start. We're going to ask Claude to help us find a hotel in Amsterdam for this upcoming trip that I'm going on. Great, it's cranking away. What's going on is that Claude is going to send DirectBooker a request, as you see here, with location and dates. DirectBooker operates an MCP server. MCP means Model Context Protocol, which is a standardized way for AI assistants, like Claude, to access external tools, and in this case, external data. So, as this is running, let's be transparent about current limitations. This conversation is going to be entirely in text. We can't really show photos or maps yet, but this is a limitation of how the technology works today, and we anticipate it getting much, much better in time. DirectBooker is now returning many hotel options across different price points, from a few $100s up to over $1,000 per night. Each hotel comes with direct booking links, current availability, and showcases key amenities. Claude is organizing these results into these different ranges: budget-friendly, mid-range options, all the way up to some very expensive upscale options. What's really important here is that every one of these hotels sends traffic, every one of these links sends traffic directly to the official hotel websites, and we're pulling in the hotel's own rates and availability here. Okay, this is a really long list of hotels. Let's try and narrow it down a little bit. Let's say that we're really interested in history and culture, and we're looking for locations that are in the museum quarter. And we're looking for places near the Rijksmuseum, the Van Gogh Museum, and so on. Great. It's going to kick off another search here, and this time it's looking for hotels in that area. Again, while this is doing work, let's acknowledge this would be an awesome place to have a map. Claude doesn't provide that yet, but what's fascinating is it works remarkably well within its constraints. It provides detailed descriptions, explaining locations relative to the landmarks, organizing information clearly. We're excited still about the evolution ahead. This is where DirectBooker really shines. What you'll see is that these results aren't just hotels in Amsterdam. Instead, they're hotels just steps away from the Rijksmuseum. We can see here that it's called out explicitly where these places are located. Claude provides some context here: walking distances, nearby attractions like the Vondelpark, even shopping streets. This is the kind of local knowledge that helps travelers make confident decisions. So, after a long day of exploring museums, what are we going to do? Let's find out. What I would like to do is indulge in a spa day. We're gonna let Claude finish parsing up all these hotels, and then the question is, can it find us something to do after we're done with that truck? Okay, so now, if needed, Claude may call DirectBooker again. On the other hand, it may already have this information from prior requests. Okay, and what's exciting here is that this bit of the conversation, I think, demonstrates exactly why DirectBooker matters. Individual hotels really struggle to compete early in the travel discovery process with OTAs, online travel agencies. They can't really answer category searches like hotels in Amsterdam with spas near museums as effectively as hotels as OTAs would with their massive inventory. On Claude, using DirectBooker, what comes back is completely different now from previous results. What you're seeing is hotels like the Conservatorium here, or what else do we have here? Sir Albert. These are really pretty high-end hotels with fantastic spa facilities. And notice also the price has shifted. These are much, much more expensive. Okay, here's where I think it can get even more interesting. The Conservatorium sounds really great, but can you compare it to, let's find a cheaper hotel here that we can maybe look at. Well, let's compare it to the Sir Albert. It looks like a reasonable priced hotel. Go do your work. So, if needed, Claude may ask DirectBooker again, looking into more detail for each of these properties. On the other hand, it may just look at the information it already has to try and figure out which one's a better deal. And it's breaking it down for us here into a clear comparison. It's saying how much cheaper the Sir Albert is. It's looking at the location of it relative to the Conservatorium. It's looking at the features that it has in terms of available spa, fitness center, and so on. Look, the reality is the Conservatorium is a really, really nice facility, and you can't beat its location. However, the Sir Albert has great value, has spa access, trendy boutique atmosphere. For that price difference, it's recommending that we go with the less expensive hotel. So maybe what we should do is consider that hotel, but instead find spas that are nearby that are a little fancier. So let's see if we can do that near the Sir Albert. And now, this is the sort of planning that I tend to do, which is trying to stay in a slightly cheaper hotel, but perhaps finding a great spa nearby. Now, what's really cool here is this isn't actually in DirectBooker's hotel data. So Claude's using a web search on its own to find nearby day spas. What Claude is doing here is combining the structured hotel data that DirectBooker has given it with broader contextual information from the web. If you did this on search, you'd be opening up a bunch of different tabs trying to figure out what to do with them. And what it's come back with here is the Akasha spa at the Conservatorium, this really fancy hotel, is both walkable distance and it's available for people who just want to go there during the day. So we can kind of get the best of both worlds here. Okay, so let's say that I actually do want to go to that and stay at that hotel. How do I book at the Sir Albert? Let's see what it's going to say here. So if we do this right, the hotel gets a direct booking from a highly qualified customer, the traveler gets the best rate, maybe free spa access and perks like a complimentary minibar. And all this is happening in one conversation. No tabs, no comparison websites, no confusion, okay? What we're doing here is offering more than just a link. We want to feel that the consumer walks away confident and informed. And to do that, what Claude includes here is not just what they're getting, but why booking direct matters and tips for their stay. This is fantastic. This is exactly the sort of thing a great travel agent would do for you. So, at DirectBooker, we think the industry is undergoing a paradigm shift. Travelers are moving from traditional search to conversational AI search. And in this new paradigm, hotels can compete if they have the right infrastructure. We think DirectBooker is that infrastructure that we're building out for the suppliers in this industry. We want to absorb the complexity of connecting hundreds of hotel systems. We want to serve accurate real-time pricing at internet scale. And we want to enable hotels to reach travelers right where they're searching in natural conversations and not have those travelers fall into the OTA model. The result, our travelers find the perfect hotel that balances their museum interest, their spa desires, and their budget. The hotel gets a direct booking from a highly qualified guest. The entire experience took just under 5 minutes in this conversation. The majority of travelers prefer to book direct. DirectBooker makes that possible.